the best one in the corner, you do like 1, 2, 3. You came forward, you did that leg on the inside, and then you moved. Yeah. And so I'm like it totally takes me off my rhythm.
Yeah.
That's what you want. Do that enough times in the fight, then the guy's gonna be frustrated with that inside movement because he's gonna be used to tagging from the outside. Once he's here, tall fighters feel totally comfortable.
Right.
You do that enough times, he's gonna open up wide and get nervous. That's when the big shot comes.
Okay.
On the inside. Or if he's really not as experienced, you're gonna be on the inside and he's going to try to get away from you.
Okay.
And that's when you're here. Boom, 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 boom. You feel him pull away, chase him. That's the big shot. Taller fighters always fight with their chin up because they're gonna disrespect your height.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, there's no reason for that.
Right, so they're expecting you to go to the body, but when you get in, because they're expecting you to try to go to the body and they're just gonna pick off shots. Once you're inside and you're frustrating them, they're gonna be like, whoa, get away from me. That's the reaction you want. Make them, whoa, get away from me, then they're gonna open up. Then you just chase. If I'm flicking my jab, I'm trying to figure out what's your reaction. So if you stand still, I'm like, I'm gonna hit him flush. Right. If you're moving a lot, I'm chasing you a little bit. But if you just counter everything I do, you take it away from me. If every time I move forward, you're throwing to my body. Even if you're just catching it and pushing me out of the way. Just annoy me. Like every time I do something, just be annoying.
Yeah.
And then just tag, and then look for the big shot. When you feel he's frustrated and he's going backwards, that's the big shot that'll hurt.
Okay.
I think you're in the 1% of people that actually like takes care of himself and like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you don't have an ego. You're not like trying to prove. You're just doing what you have to do it.
Yeah, I forgot who said it. Dumb people make the best fighters.
Yeah.
Because you just don't care what happens to you.
Yeah.
You know, you can go in there and get a concussion.
Yeah.
There's a few guys I know that I don't remember the last time they won. I see them fighting every card on all kinds of promotions, and they're always getting beat up, not finished.
Yeah, but I feel like you feel good about this because you know you put the time in, you know you prepare yourself, you go out there, even when you don't get to fight anybody, you're still like, all right, well, the work made you better.
So I do it, not because I want to beat people up. I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't get into fights in the street. I'm not a violent person.
But that's the one thing I've been struggling with because I'm really considering doing it a couple times just because I want to have the documenting and doing it and the training and then the analysis of it and but for a bigger picture.
Yeah.
I've only found the motivation now since we're documenting everything. Before I'm like, I have no desire to hit anybody. I don't want to get hit. I'm like I don't like either one of those things.
Yeah.
I got nothing to prove.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no reason to do it. Now I see like young kids that are like 19, 20, 21. They're doing this thing. They're getting taken advantage of. I'm like, I really want to help them. Like I want to be that guy to like mentor them and give them other options. Like we can fight for a couple years. We're gonna do this too. Like, what do you want to teach? Do you want to work with kids? Like, what do you want to do? You want to volunteer? Like, do a non-for-profit? All these are great ideas. I love them all. But how am I gonna do that without fighting at least for a while? You know what I mean? Like, who's gonna really listen?
Even though it's a competition, I would consider that also training. Because when you got somebody, there's nothing to match intensity, and it brings out something in you too. Not necessarily something violent, but just a different, like your ultimate level. For instance. You have to think this guy is gonna try to really hurt you.
I be catching vibes when your hand touch.
What's up, Facebook Live? Welcome to Mindset Monday, episode 43. A lot of times we have a really, really difficult task or a hard time starting something that we feel is going to be challenging, or that's something we don't believe in ourselves that we can actually do, right? See it all the time with fitness, people signing up for the kickboxing gym and they don't necessarily actually commit to it, or they buy a trial and never actually schedule, like really crazy things. And here's what it is. I'm going to tell you guys two really, really short stories about human behavior and when one person does something, how everyone else can do it. So first story, a lot of you guys might know this story. It's about Roger Bannister. Roger Bannister was the first person to break the 4-minute mile back in, I think, 1954, 56, somewhere around there. So we could talk about how he visualized doing it and all that stuff another time, but the point is, before he broke the 4-minute mile, like literally scientists did not believe it could be done. Like they literally believed that your heart would explode and you would die. Like a human being can't go that fast. So that's what the narrative was, literally telling runners that you just can't do it, can't be done. And then Roger Bannister did it. The cool thing about this is that the year later, the year after Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile for the first time, after after science said it couldn't be done, 27 other people did it. That's the more amazing part. So what happens is when we realize something is possible, then our brain chemistry changes and we start to believe in ourselves.
Even though I see you daily, she don't mean see you like me. She think the way.
Second story, neurophysicist Moran Cerf. He accidentally, check this out, accidentally in an interview kind of slipped out and said something along the lines of, yeah, in our laboratory, like in our research, we're now starting to record people's dreams. He accidentally got quoted on this. And then the next day, like BBC News and cover of this magazine all said, Professor Cerf is recording dreams in his, research facility. And he had to go and recant it and be like, no, that's not what I meant, and go kind of backtrack. There's one Japanese scientist that saw that, did not see the recanting of the statement, and then started working on that exact thing. 7 years later, 7 years, not 70 years, 7 years later, that Japanese scientist is now actually recording dreams. Like crazy stuff, like futuristic sci-fi stuff that's going on. All because he heard someone else in his field, someone else just like him, this is the key, just like him was doing it. It wasn't true. It was an accidental lie. But because this Japanese scientist believed that, he started doing it. That's the craziest thing to me, and I think it speaks volumes to the power that we have of this brain chemistry. What you need to do, it's very, very simple. And what's up, Denise? What's up, Jenna? How are you? Thank you very, very much for tuning in. What you need to do is you need to do something to build your confidence. The way you're going to build your confidence is to do something, anything that you've never done before. The moment you do something that you never did before, your confidence in yourself and your belief in what you can do and what you can achieve will exponentially grow.
We got this connection, but we just
The moment you see someone else can do it, you get motivated to do it. The moment you can do something for the first time, any little thing for the first time, then you'll be able to do way more than you ever thought. So, guys, get out there, do stuff, don't dwell, don't overthink it. And here's another thing, if you fail, great, get up and do it again.
New mics and shit, Yeah. Took my first private flight, about to make it a habit. Passed my camera to my brother, told him take.
I'll tell you this, I was there Thursday and Friday. Great vibes, great day, great classes. I put that post up really shouting out. They both did good. I think we learned a really good lesson about confidence that really helped her. I was pumped about that. And then got to go out there by herself and run the whole class and did great. I mean, just good confidence building stuff.
Every time they said no, I would have 100 million in my safe.
All right, break. All right, see you guys at 9 o'clock tomorrow.
You got it.
All right, later, man.
Later, guys. Enjoy.
Drama in my real life. I ain't beefing with.
Good day. Today was actually, I did this stuff today that I hate doing. I spent 4 hours making phone calls for tax stuff, like IRS, insurance companies. I dialed more 800 numbers today than I have in 3 months. I avoid it at all costs because it's super painful to me, but once in a while you have to do it. Entrepreneurship is not always the fun stuff. I think here's something. I think that we all get into our comfort zones no matter what we do. So whether it's entrepreneurship, fitness, relationships, we only want to do the stuff that we're good at because we're all radically insecure and we have to constantly be reminded that we're good at something, and then we avoid the painful things at all costs. I think it's the very rare person that runs towards the painful things because they know it will build the better future. And I've struggled with that for years, and I think only in the last 12 months or so have I really been like, okay, I have to do the painful things because it will allow me to then do the things I love down the line. It's thinking more long term than short term. You gotta do the painful stuff. Like, there's no growth without suffering. There just isn't. That's not a bad thing. Suffering can be a good thing.
Y'all keep the smoke, I keep the focus. They've been trying to put a cage around the way that I think. I was 7 and my teacher had me seeing the shrink. Kicked out foe, I could divide my own division, all because
You throw it very much like 1, 2, 3. Like it's very predictable. You're like in your mind, like 1, 2, 3. You have to use the jab as this tool. So you just block next stuff. When I jab, I see what he's gonna do. So he moves back slightly, and he parries it.
So he is the person for this. Pop, pop, double jab, straight back, right? If he moves to the side, he's not the person for the double jab, straight line. Maybe he's the person for face, and then hook. So he went back to his original way. That's what you do naturally, right? So if he moved this way, I might walk into that, right? If when I jab to the body, see, I see his hands come down, now I'm maybe looking for this. Or I fake and come up on the angle, right? You're just jabbing to jab. You have to jab to collect information. That's the biggest difference. You gotta collect information off the jab and then respond accordingly. And when I when I move a lot, you have to not abandon it but readjust. And if you move a lot to my jab, back. If he moves a lot, like out of reach, okay, I can't get the same data points as I would if he stood still. Does that make sense? He's just going back. All right, cool. So now I'll jab, he'll go back. I'm looking where he's open. So maybe the next time, boom, I try to sneak in a front kick. Or I go to the body and then over the top. But you have to adapt to what you're doing with the jab. You can't just be like, okay, now I'm gonna throw 1, 2, 3. The only time I go back a lot is when I want you guys to fall into the rhythm of me going back, me going back, and then I'm waiting for you to be extra open, right? Like I'm moving a lot so that you feel like you have to reach, you open up more, right? You chase me a little bit, and that moment where I feel like you're slightly overconfident, then I'm gonna plant myself and throw something. Or if I'm being really overpowered, like I'm really getting hit a lot, I'll move, but I can feel their confidence growing, and then I have to just land a little bit, throw, and then go back to moving. If I just move, the person's they're gonna have too much confidence. 90% of the shots you throw are not really to connect. So what are they gonna do? Let me move them over here. Let me see let me just put my hand in their face because they came too close to me. There's a lot of adjusting, and then you actually throw. So you have the same syndrome he does. He's like, I'm going to land 1, 2, 3 right now. It never ever happens like that. Unless they're just standing still, brand new, they have no anything. All right, guys, till next time. Good work.
Coming in bags like Canada milk. Ran it by the team, not they by the vision. I only wanna drive it if an angel by the engine. Oh, I give thanks to the Most High. Fuck going platinum, I pray to be multi. One more time, I give thanks.